Lily had always loved the forest behind her grandmother's house. It was her sanctuary, a place where she could escape the world and lose herself in nature. But tonight the trees seemed different, taller, darker, and more menacing. The sun had set quicker than she expected, and before long she found herself enveloped in a suffocating darkness. Her phone's battery had died hours ago, and the dim light of the moon did little to illuminate the narrow path. She realized she was lost, but pride and fear kept her from crying out. As she wandered deeper into the woods, the trees began to close in, their branches reaching out like gnarled hands. The air grew colder, and she started to hear whispers. They were faint at first, like the wind rustling the leaves, but soon they grew louder, more insistent. Turned back, the voices seemed to hiss, but when she spun around, there was no one there. A sudden rustle in the underbrush sent her heart racing. She picked up her pace, but the forest seemed endless, the path winding in impossible circles. Every step she took felt like it led her deeper into the darkness. The whispers grew into a cacophony of voices, some pleading, others mocking. They told her stories of children who had wandered into the forest and never returned, of ancient spirits that roamed the woods, hungry for lost souls. Lily broke into a run, her breath coming in ragged gasps. But the faster she ran, the louder the voices became, until they were screaming in her ears. Then suddenly they stopped. The silence was deafening. She looked around, desperate for any sign of the path. But there was nothing, just the endless sea of trees. And then she saw it, a figure pale and translucent, standing just ahead. It beckoned to her, and against her better judgment, she stepped closer. As she reached out to touch it, the ground beneath her feet gave way, and she plunged into the abyss. The last thing she heard before the darkness swallowed her was the echo of the whispers, now laughing in triumph.